Dudes Who Bet Sports.
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Dudes Who Bet Sports, and good afternoon to everybody, including our buddy Rob White, whose Purdue Boilermakers didn't play too bad against USC the other day, but did lose. But anyway, we're here. We're back. We're ready. We were just talking off air. It was a hell of a week 3 in college football.
If you didn't like those games, you're not going to like anything. That Tennessee-Georgia game was something to see, and then followed up by Notre Dame and Texas A&M.
Yeah.
Classics. Just, hated to see Tennessee lose. They deserved to win that game.
Mm-hmm.
You got to make that field goal. And like you said, you leave it to the kickers.
Yeah, you know what I'm going to say? You got to go score touchdowns.
Yeah,
I hate, and I know some kickers had really, really good weekends. You didn't mention Georgia Tech running on and kicking that long field goal to beat Clemson. So I know some kickers came through. But some kickers didn't as well. And so,
and that's the way it is. And, I thought Heupel played it okay. He was trying to run that clock out.
Yeah.
They got that stupid, what was it, a false start?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah. I don't think it would have mattered. He missed it so far. I don't think that extra 5 yards made any difference. I still think he would have missed the kick.
It was one of those things. If you were watching that game live, I didn't think he's going to make it. He was awful nervous, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. And again, Georgia's got that mystique. And had they lost that game, you think they might have lost some of that mystique. I think they would have.
I think they're starting to slip. I don't think they. I mean, like when they were really, really good, it was kind of just like, they're not losing type of situation. And then they did lose. They just played awful. But you still kind of felt like they're the better team. Now it just kind of feels like they're really good, but they're just like everybody else that's really good. Like,
they're idle this week, so we need to talk about them a minute because we're not going to mention them. But their defense has slipped. It's not near what it was. Tennessee did whatever they wanted.
Yeah,
pretty much. And we'll talk about Tennessee here in a little bit. But I was really impressed with them. I'm dreading having to go in there.
Yeah.
Of course, it's a long ways away. You never know what's going to happen between now and then. So you can't worry about that. You got to go one game at a time. But he showed me a lot. Josh Heupel can coach. There's no doubt about it.
Good offensive coach for sure. And that's why I'm a little upset with him. Just go score a touchdown there, Be a little more aggressive. But
I think he was more worried about running the clock out.
I think he was too, for sure. Yeah.
So,
all right. With that being said, let's get to it. You said take it one game at a time. Well, it's time to take
let me mention one thing.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Did you see what happened in the Dodger game last night?
I went to sleep. I saw they were behind. I don't know what happened. Mention it.
Well, they were okay. Ohtani had a no-hitter after 5 innings.
Right.
And of course, what do? They take him out.
Yeah.
Can you explain to me what they're doing with him? What's the deal?
They're just scared to get him hurt. That's all that amounts to.
Well, they're playing awful.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that's a factor at all? Do you think the team is thinking, why are we throwing him out there for 4 innings or 5? No,
nope.
You don't think that's it?
Nope, I don't think that's a factor at all. I think their lack of a bullpen is the factor.
Well, it could be.
They're horrible in the bullpen.
But I would, 5 innings, wouldn't you let him with a no-hitter?
Yes.
Yeah.
I would let him go.
Yeah, I think I would have said, okay, go on. And then you sit there and throw him out there in the 6th, and if he gives up a hit, then you get him out.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Especially with your bullpen's terrible.
Yep.
So, and they need wins. They don't have the West clinched yet.
No, not by any means. And thankfully for them, San Diego has had all kinds of chances. They can't get out of their own way either.
No. Anytime the Dodgers lose, they lose too.
Yeah. They've had all kinds of chances, and they can't do it. Listen, like the Reds.
Same thing.
The Cardinals, the Giants, the Diamondbacks are actually playing well right now, but they'll blow chances too. The Mets are losing every night almost, but they can't make up ground either. So
no, they've had every chance to catch the Mets.
As good as baseball's been the last 2 years, I think this year has been awful for baseball.
there's a couple of really good teams, and that's about it.
Yeah, I just it's been boring to me, and I have not been bored with it the last couple this year. I just can't.
Yeah.
I can't just fully get into it like I
No,
have. So
no, I just wanted to mention that because I just think that's so ridiculous. I mean, 5 innings, he has a no hitter. How many pitches could he possibly have thrown?
Yep, exactly. I mean, I don't. I'm not surprised by it.
No, I'm not either.
I just can't.
I don't get it.
I can't understand it ever
No,
what they
either.
do with their pitching. So I don't.
Especially when your bullpen's bad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
So.
Yep. Yeah, the real sport's starting, and Papa Dude's celebrating, and he's got his St. Louis Blues shirt on today.
I do.
And March
I
the
thought
Stanley
about that
Cup.
when I put it on today.
Yeah, I got the new jersey came, so I got that today, or I got that last week actually. But
you did?
Yep, very excited about it. You need to come see it. It's cool.
I need to get out there. Is it sweet?
Oh, it's yeah.
So you got the new color and everything.
I got the white. I did not get the blue one.
Why didn't you get the blue one?
I like that white one a lot.
Oh, you do? Okay.
I'm going to get a blue one, but I started off with the white one.
Okay.
It's nice. I really like it.
Okay.
Really like it. I'll get it. I got Holloway, and then I'm thinking about I don't know about the blue one yet. I'm probably getting one eventually.
Maybe you ought to wait till the season starts to see who gets off to a good start.
That's what I'm looking at. Exactly. This, it's like, it is crisp. That's the only way I can describe it. It came in, I was like, ooh, that's better than
I've got to see it. I may have to run out there.
It reminds me, well, I'm not going to get, we'll save it for the end because we got to get into the football.
Yeah. Okay. We don't, there's a lot of, this week, it's a really good week, but we got some big name teams that aren't playing this week.
Do you remember of course you remember when we had the ugly, our sweaters have always been some of the best unless other than the striped red.
Yeah, I didn't like those.
They were horrible.
Yeah.
And do you remember the first jersey that came back when we switched back to a good looking jersey?
Yeah.
That's what this reminds me of a little bit. Because we were wearing white at home at the time. So the white jersey was a home jersey.
Mm-hmm.
I got one and I was like, oh, this is so much better than what I had to wear. That's what this one reminds me of a little bit.
Right.
So, all right, let's get to it. Huge games. We'll start off with a huge game in the Big 12 at 11 a.m. out at Utah. So good morning to everybody out there in Utah. You get
wonderful
huge game at 11. So I hate this. But anyway, Texas Tech and Utah here. And we'll start off with Utah being a 3.5-point favorite. Both teams playing well. Both teams have played really nobody. I know Utah played UCLA. They just fired their coach. They're so bad. New Mexico went in there and stomped them. So neither team's played anybody. Right. What do you think happens here?
A lot of questions to be answered. No doubt about it. And again, it just shows you what TV does. This is a feature game.
Yeah, it's a big game.
And it's 11 o'clock here. It's 10 o'clock. It may be 9. I think Utah's in Mountain Time.
I think they're Mountain time. Yeah. So it's 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock game.
Yeah. 10 a.m.
And a huge game.
Yeah.
And Utah never plays in the daytime that I can remember, hardly ever.
Mm-hmm.
If it is, it's 2:30 or 3:30 or something.
I remember them playing 2:30 games. Yeah.
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 So this is ridiculous. But anyway, what a game this could be.
Mm-hmm.
Like you say, we haven't seen him play anybody, so we don't know.
Yep.
We don't know. Tech has played absolutely nobody. And like you said, Utah played UCLA, and they're maybe one of the worst in the country. Especially, I would say the worst in the power conferences, wouldn't you?
Without a doubt. Yeah. I think they're the worst team in the country minus those absolutely awful teams. Like, bottom 20, say,
Yeah, exactly. They're just a train wreck.
Yeah.
So I got to go with the home team. I don't like that 5 on the end of that. I wish it was 3. I'd feel a lot better if it was 3.
Yeah.
The over/under is 57.5. Tech usually scores a lot of points, but Utah's usually got a pretty good defense too. So I'm a little scared of that. I hope it gets down to 3. I got a feeling it's going to. If it does, I'll take Utah. 3.5, I'm scared. I'm
going to take a mild upset here and take Texas Tech.
Are you?
I'm going to take Texas Tech in this one. Yeah, I think I'm a believer. I've been burned in the past by believing in Texas Tech when Mike Leach wasn't the coach. That's about the only time you could really feel good about it. But I think they're heading the right direction. I watched a lot of their game because I was, I was rooting for them to cover. I had they're playing Oregon State, and they did.
Mm-hmm.
I just think they're pretty good, and I think they'll beat them. So I'm going to go Texas Tech in an upset.
Be a heck of a game.
Yeah, it should be a good one. This shouldn't be a good one. UAB on the road here taking on Tennessee. It's 39.5. That's a lot of points for a team that could be, sleepwalking a little bit after that crushing loss. We kind of talked about Tennessee as a whole. It was disappointing, but they did show a lot. They showed us they're pretty good. They showed us they've improved at quarterback. I mean, what do you think? I think they'll cover.
I don't.
Okay.
There is no way they can be ready to play.
Yeah.
I think they're going to be sloppy.
Yeah.
And if they come out and blow them off the field, this is a good sign. This team's together.
Yeah.
Because that was a crushing defeat. Yeah. That's a game that puts you in the driver's seat in the SEC. I mean, it's way early, but you got to win over Georgia.
Huge.
And that is a big deal.
Yep.
So I really think they're going to struggle. The key is UAB any good? And I don't know about you, but I don't like the Tennessee defense. I don't think it's real good. Georgia ran the ball right down their throat. Now that's Georgia. UAB probably can't do that. I'm going to stay away from it, but I wouldn't take Tennessee in the points. I just wouldn't do it.
No, I mean, there's better games to bet. If you want to bet it, I would go the side of Tennessee. You would go the side of UAB. But I think we're both agreeing it's like that's a kind of a pointless game, I think, to play. All right, let's keep going. Another game that unfortunately this used to be a great game, and it's just it's awful. What's happening to Oregon State? How bad they are. They were just pounded last week, and they have been really every week. Oregon looks great. They weren't extremely impressive against Northwestern, but look, it was a pretty good win for them still to go on the road. It was never in doubt. 34.5 here is the spread for Oregon. Unfortunately, I think they cover it. I mean, I don't see this being a game.
No, I don't think so. Oregon State's right there with UCLA.
Yeah, they're just really bad.
You're looking at two teams, Oregon State and Washington State, that are up against it right now. They're not in a conference. NIL is killing them.
Yep.
I mean, we're looking at two programs that they're decent usually.
Yeah.
They're never great. Washington State was what, like 10-3 last year, something like that.
Yep.
Lost quarterback, lost the offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
I think they lost their coach too.
Yeah.
Head coach. I mean, and NIL's got to be killing them.
Yep.
And then Oregon State's probably in the same boat. We're more familiar with Washington State because we got the coordinator and we got the quarterback.
Yep.
At OU. So this is bad for teams like this, and no conference, and I don't know what they're going to do. It's
well, they're reforming the Pac-12, but it's the Mountain West.
It's the Mountain West.
Yeah, look, for Oregon State and Washington State, it's just not good.
No, it's not. So I'm with you. I think Oregon covers this easy.
Yep, I'm with you. It's just
speaking of
like
easy.
I said, I used to. They call that game the Civil War. I used to always love watching that game, and it's sad how it is.
I just don't think it'll be. I don't think it'll be a game at all.
No, I don't either. Another game that's not going to be a game is Kent State and Florida State. Kent is just not very good. Florida State off to a great start. I think they keep it rolling. Look, again, 44.5. I don't know if you want to play that point spread, but for a big game for Florida State here, just to keep everybody healthy, because the bigger one's coming down the road. They got that game with Miami looming next. So any thoughts on this before we move on?
No, I feel sorry for Kent State. They got OU next week.
Yeah.
Come on, 2 weeks. Guys.
Yeah.
Huh?
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
So come on.
Yeah.
You don't schedule like that. I know it's money.
Yeah.
They did almost beat Buffalo last week. They were ahead most of that game.
Yeah, they showed a little bit of life. First 2 weeks, they didn't much. They did there. Yeah, I mean, that's the problem. It's like, okay, we showed a little bit of life. Now give us something where we might able to win this week, and then they get Florida State.
Yeah, and then OU next.
Yeah,
So
yeah, tough road for Kent for
it
sure.
is.
All right, speaking of OU, and honestly, I kind of think this is the game of the week. Oklahoma and Auburn here. Another huge game for the Sooners at home. Auburn comes in, of course, Jackson Arnold, quarterback there last year, comes in with Auburn this year. Auburn's 3-0 and ranked 22nd. They had a very good win at Baylor. We've got a good win at home against Michigan. OU 6.5-point favorite. That's pretty much where I thought this would be. What do you think happens in Norman this weekend?
Well, this one's really easy. If OU stops the run, they're going to win.
Absolutely.
Don't you agree?
Yep, that's the game.
Period. That's the game. They have to be physical up front. I heard Venables. I don't know if you heard him on these press conference. I could tell he's a little worried because he was talking about all the formations, all the stuff they do in the run game and how huge they are up front.
Mm-hmm.
One of their tackles is 6'7", weighs about 355, and he said he's not just 6'7" and 355. He is good, and he's going to play in the pros. They've run the ball really well, and I think last week was a little telling. They may have been a little bit looking ahead. They didn't stomp South Alabama. That was a struggle.
Yeah.
And I didn't see much of it. If we can force them to throw, I think we're going to win because we've seen Jackson Arnold and he doesn't, and his passing statistics are not very good right now.
Yeah. Even this year, he's had a lot of success running. Throwing the ball has not been great. Yeah.
Yes. And I really want to commend Venables on what he said about him. He said all the right things. And I don't think there's any animosity amongst the players or the coaching staff towards Jackson Arnold. I don't. And I hope the fans don't,
I don't see the fans doing anything.
I don't think so either.
I don't think it's that kind of situation.
And Venables was very good about it. He just said, they asked him, so what's the difference? What have you noticed between now and last year? And you know what he said?
Mm-hmm.
He's got a healthy football team around him.
Well, I'll expand more on that in a minute, but yeah, keep on going.
Yeah, he's got a healthy football team around him, and that does make a difference.
Keep going. I'll come back to it.
Yeah, he's got better players than what OU had at the time last year, but he's still going to have to throw the ball to win in the SEC.
Yeah.
And OU's defense so far has been lights out.
Mm-hmm.
And they haven't played anybody that can really throw it yet.
Mm-hmm.
But they have answered every question.
Yep.
So far.
Yep.
So I don't know about the point spread, 6.5. That's kind of a lot of points. If they can stop and force him to pass, I think they cover, though.
Yeah.
I'm worried.
I think I've got a lot to say about this one. So I think the biggest difference for Jackson Arnold is he's got an offensive play caller that is that has the offense built around what he can do.
Right.
And that's something he didn't have last year. They just tried to do what they wanted to do offensively, and they didn't build it around him, and it showed.
Yeah.
This guy is a dynamic runner. He is very good.
He is fast.
And look, when we beat Alabama last year, it's because, Xavier Robinson was a big part of it, but also he ran the ball extremely well. Talking about Jackson Arnold, he made a lot of plays. They have built this offense to where he runs the ball a lot, and he's having great success doing that. The problem I think Auburn's going to have in this game is the thing that Oklahoma is absolute best at so far has been stopping the run.
Yes, they are.
They absolutely stuffed Michigan -1 big play. And look, I don't want to give up a big play, but that's not really what you worry about. When you talk about stopping the run, it's can you consistently keep them from getting 4 and 5 yards on the ground? OU's been able to do that, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a bad matchup for Auburn's offense in that situation because here's what I absolutely know. If you force him to throw the ball, he's going to turn the ball over.
Yeah, that's been his history.
And that's what's going to happen. I don't think he's that much different this year. I just think he's got a hell of a lot better coaching, and they put him in positioning to where he can make plays and have success.
Yeah.
I think Oklahoma can take that away, and if they do, I think they win. I'm a little scared of the game because
well, you have to be.
We're playing. Things are going so well, and it's just like this would kill all of it if you lost it.
That's right.
And so you worry on that side of it, but I kind of think we're going to win. And I kind of think we're going to cover if we win.
If
I
they
will
can
say
stop
this.
the run, yes.
I will say this. And people may, I learned a lot in the Temple game. And here's what I mean by that. When our second team offense started coming onto the field,
I know.
We have not done a good job recruiting the last few years.
Well, we've rebuilt the defense.
Well, listen, no, I'm kidding. I'm talking about the offense.
Yeah, I know. We've done a bad job.
Past our first guys.
Yes.
They're not any good. When it felt like last year all over again. When the second team started to come in, I'm like, oh my God, these guys, and they weren't any better. The defense, the first team, the second team, the third, they all look the same. I think the talent we have on defense might be better as a whole. When you look at everything, better than almost anybody.
Right
this
now,
offense is paper thin, and that has me terrified because.
Well, have you heard the offensive line's beat to hell?
I mean, what else?
Everett's out for the year. Did you hear that?
Yeah, I heard it. Yeah.
So there's your starting center. Now your second string guy has been playing.
Yes.
He's the first guy. Who's the second? They don't have one.
OU's going to have to win low scoring games, I think, this year.
Well, I'm going to, this is dumb. I don't like Mateer's throwing motion.
I don't know how you could.
He's going to start getting a lot of passes knocked down, and he already is.
Yeah.
Because he throws the ball sidearmed, and I can't believe he's gone this far.
Yeah, I can't either.
I mean, he's the difference. He's our offense.
I'll say, make no mistake, he is the offense, period.
But I think the offense is very shaky. And you're right. They're going to have to keep games pretty low scoring. Can't get shootouts, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I was disappointed in the fourth quarter the other day at Temple, but they didn't have their guns in there. And I do think our receiving core is pretty good. Kasinga, or whatever his name is, he is good.
Satanga,
and he's going to get nothing but better.
Well, Burks,
but they don't have the home run guy.
Burks is a really good player too.
Oh, he's a great player. All of them are. All of them are real solid. They catch the ball. Jaron Cannick, come on.
Mm-hmm.
That guy is on. He's on course to catch for more yards than any tight end in Oklahoma history.
And by the way, this was a linebacker, recruited linebacker, played linebacker, moved to tight end, which goes even further into my thought process of we, for years now, have not recruited very well on the offensive side.
No.
Now, look, I think Mateer is a special player. I really do. He's tough. And the other thing about it is when we don't have him running the ball into our game plan, that offense isn't near as good. The two games where he hasn't ran it, even though they played fine, both those games, but they weren't as dynamic. He's going to have to run it a lot.
He will have to run it this week.
He's going to have to run it a lot of these games. And that's
they held him out of running it last week because he didn't have to.
You're not going to see it, and you have to do that because he's got to be the guy to get the 3 and 4 yard pickups, not just a home run.
Yeah.
And that's his recipe to get hurt. I'm worried about the whole season because I don't know that we're deep enough offensively, but at this game, I think we're going to win the game.
Well, I mean, from where we were last year, we have to be thrilled. So they were ready to play at Temple.
Yes.
There's a lot of times OU teams, no matter who the coach has been over the years, not ready to play a game like that. Yeah. They came out and they took care of business. Now Temple wasn't any good, but they flat made them look bad.
Yeah. Yeah. No, 100%. And I'm not. Hey, when the first team offense was out there, it was great. When Temple had the ball, the whole game was great. I'm just saying when Hawkins, not just Hawkins, but everybody from that second team, third team-ish went out there in the past, OU's been able to move the ball, and you look at that and go, oh, this is a flashback to last year. This is last year. And you start to realize while the offensive coordinator has done a great job, the talent that they brought in is a lot better.
Yeah. Well, you know what, too? And if this offensive line starts getting beat up like they did last year, we're in trouble.
The difference is you've got a better offensive coach and you've got a quarterback that's a little bit better at avoiding a rush, but it's still going to be a disaster. You can't win if your offensive line struggles in the SEC. You can't.
No.
So Yeah. I think I don't know. I think there are future problems that could come up, but I think right now we're in a good
Got to get
spot.
this one. Got to get the next one. Going to Texas 5-0.
Oh man,
we'll talk about them here in a minute.
That's just the key. If you get this one, man,
Yeah.
you feel really, really good because they're going to beat Kent State, and so you go in there 5-0, you feel great about it. So we'll see. It's a huge game. I do think I am more confident in this game than I was when Michigan came in.
Well, I am too.
I just the more you look at it. Go ahead.
I think Auburn's offense is a little more dangerous, simply because the quarterback, they're going to run him, where Michigan didn't do it.
That's a good point. Michigan was hand off to the running back and just try to throw it. And so I'm with you. All right, let's get going. We can't talk about that one all day, even though we want to. God, what a big win that would be if we could get it. All right. Other 2:30 game. Tulane goes to Ole Miss. Ole Miss has been very dynamic on offense. Different quarterback in, no big deal. Trinidad Chambliss was playing at Ferris State Division II last year. Comes in as the backup, scores 41. Looked incredible. I thought he was maybe better than the starter. 10.5-point favorites here against Tulane. Now, talk about a team that's been impressive so far. Tulane's been good. We've seen them, though, in these games struggle the past few years. What do you think?
I do think it's showing them a lot of respect that the line's 10.5.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Vegas may be thinking that was a flash in the pan last week, the quarterback.
Well, I do think also Ole Miss is a little shaky defensively, and this team can score points. That could be part of the line as well.
Yes, that was a heck of a game, too. Mm-hmm. The Arkansas-Mississippi game.
It's a great game.
By the way, Arkansas's quarterback's pretty good.
He's really good, and Arkansas had a great chance to win and did what Arkansas does.
That's right. They blew that game. Mm-hmm. Anyway, I like Mississippi to cover. I think Tulane will give them a battle, but I just think Mississippi's got a little bit too much skill for them.
So I really like Tulane, but here's the deal. I can't get out of my head when they've had these chances in the past, when they've had good teams, and this is a good Tulane team again.
Yeah.
They don't match up physically.
No.
Their skill players usually can kind of make some plays, but physically they don't match up. They get dominated on the lines.
Yeah.
That's why I got Ole Miss covering this game.
Yeah, I think so.
I do like Tulane, but I do think Ole Miss covers here.
By the way, did you notice Kiffin, after they clinched the game, man, he was so relieved over there because he knew they got away with one with a backup quarterback. And I guarantee you that quarterback exceeded his expectations.
Yeah. I had heard from my buddy that he was super good, really, 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 really good. But that's Division II.
Yeah.
And we're talking about, we're not going to FBS. We're going, we're not going to FCS. We're going to FBS. He skipped 2 levels is what I'm trying to say.
That's right.
And he still looked dynamic. He was awesome in that game.
Yeah.
So.
I like to see it because we're D2 people. So I like to see it.
Yeah, exactly right. He was fun to watch for sure. All right. We both think they covered. This is a very fascinating game.
It is.
Michigan on the road taking on Nebraska. We sat in the stands for 4 quarters and said, why aren't they running Underwood? Mm-hmm. Because even though they weren't running him, when he would get out of the pockets, wow, he's faster than everybody else. They ran him like crazy last week. He goes crazy. They play a terrible team, so that was part of it. Now you come here in this game against Nebraska. I really feel like, okay, you learn your lesson down in Norman. No matter what happens, you've got to let him try to make plays.
You do.
And if he gets you beat, well, hell, he's the quarterback, though. You got to let him make plays.
What do you expect?
Exactly. This is his second road game, not his first. To me, this is the game where Michigan can really show their fan base. Look, we made a mistake at Norman, and we can correct it here against a team that's weaker than Oklahoma.
Yeah.
But do they do it? That's the question.
I don't know. This is a tough one. It's all what do you believe in Nebraska, or are they going to flunk another test? Because they flunked every one the last 2 or 3 years. They're getting better. They've been climbing back up there, but they can't win the game they got to win to get there.
Can I ask you a question, though? Serious question. Are they better?
Well,
that Cincinnati game.
What they were 2 or 3 years ago. They're getting better.
I'm not sure. That Cincinnati game, they were not.
No, they did not look good in that game.
And that's the only game you can really look at. Yeah,
That's
exactly.
the only thing we can go by.
Yeah.
Because they've played nobody since.
Mhm.
And Michigan has played a good opponent, and they played all right. But like you say, the quarterback was handcuffed.
Yep.
And if they turn him loose, I think if he's able to do some stuff, they will stop Nebraska's offense, I think.
I think they will.
This is going to be a key thing. Can they not get behind?
Mhm.
Let's say Nebraska comes out and scores a couple of quick ones, and that crowd's going to go crazy.
Yep.
Can Michigan come from behind with a freshman quarterback? They've got to keep that, they got to take the crowd out of that game early, kind of make it boring, which I think they will. I'm going to go with Michigan, but I'm not going to be surprised if Nebraska beats them.
Yeah, I'm going to go Michigan as well in this game. I wouldn't say I'd be surprised, but I would be. I don't believe in Nebraska yet. I wouldn't be shocked if they win. Maybe a little surprised, right? I mean, I just feel like we saw Michigan in person. I was impressed with how they looked. Yes, they didn't play very well. Yes, they got beat. Yeah, they could have got beat pretty badly. The quarterback looked like a player, right? I mean, he looked like a guy that was going to be a load to handle. Yeah. And then they just let him hand the ball off, basically. Yeah. I kind of think he's going to play better in this game. I think they're going to let him do a little bit more in this game. Yeah, give me Michigan as well. On the flip side, if Nebraska beats them, that's not good for us. That's not
no,
a good
it's not. No, we got to be rooting for Michigan.
We do need to be,
which I would be anyway. So there you go.
All right, let's keep going. Purdue and Notre Dame. Like I said at the beginning, Purdue played decent against USC. Now they get a Notre Dame team that's wounded. They're 0-2, and the biggest disappointment for me, this Notre Dame defense, which I thought would be good and has every reason to be good.
Yeah,
they're not.
They're getting shredded.
Yeah. So do they kind of right the ship? Do they cover this game? What do you think? 25 and a half is a lot.
They scored 40, right?
Mm-hmm.
If somebody would have told you they're going to score 40 against Texas A&M, would you not have bet the house?
I would have thought it was going to be like 40-24, 40-21. Yeah.
So they got problems.
Mm-hmm. Well, honestly, if you would have told me they would have went down to Miami and what they scored 27-24, they scored 24.
Like that, yeah.
I would have thought they would win that one too.
Yeah. They got some issues. Are they going to be ready?
At this point, I think they have to be ready. Like, you've got to move on. You've got to come out and actually play a good game.
26 points. Purdue will go in there and give it everything they got. They're not awful. If they cover, it's going to be late.
I agree. I kind of think they will, but
I kind of think they might. But
I look for like a Notre Dame cover, but you still don't really feel good about them.
You're right.
If that makes sense.
They better not have trouble early.
Well, we'll see. I think they're well coached enough; they'll be ready, but it's questionable.
They've heard some shit up there this week. That's for sure.
Yeah, and if you're well coached, you kind of re-rally.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Yeah,
you use that. Yeah. I mean, all they can do is come out and win their next 10.
Yeah, and they'll let them in because they're Notre Dame. So
and especially if they're really impressive,
and they're Notre Dame.
Yeah,
they could win the next 10 by 1 point.
They're 0-2 and they're number 24 in the country
because they're Notre Dame. Exactly.
That's right.
Yeah. It's ridiculous.
They have lost to two good teams, but still.
Yeah, they have, but okay. Well, the jury's still out on both of them. I do think they're both pretty good, though.
Yeah. They are.
Yeah. All right, let's go to the team we played last week, Temple. They now go on the road to take on Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech could be a little flat. That was an emotional win to beat Clemson. Hell of a game. That was a great, great game.
It was.
Georgia Tech, 23.5-point favorites here. We saw Temple. They're not very good. Defensively, they try. Offensively, they just got manhandled up front.
They did.
Tech's pretty good up front as well. What do you think?
Is the quarterback healthy for Tech? I mean, is he?
Well,
there's a little question about his health. Could they possibly go in this game and kind of try to protect him a little bit?
I mean, they could.
Yeah. And they don't have an offense that scores a lot of points.
No.
But they don't have to score a lot of points to cover this one because they may completely shut Temple down.
Yeah, I agree.
I agree with your assessment of Temple. I thought their defense played their ass off.
The defense did everything they could. They weren't good enough, but
no, they didn't have enough speed.
Look, they gave up 42 points, but I came away going, they were where they were supposed to be.
They were
all day.
They tackled well.
Yeah, they just couldn't make enough plays.
They didn't have the speed in the secondary, and they just weren't good enough. And
the offense for them, it felt like if they played, 20 quarters, they may not score a touchdown.
They were awful. And your defense wears down, and they were put in terrible situations too.
Yes.
So to me, that was like a 28 points type of game. I mean, they played good enough to hold OU to 28, probably.
Mm-hmm. Probably.
But no, Georgia Tech's going to cover unless King gets hurt or they're just totally flat.
Yeah, they'd have to be totally flat not to cover it. I agree with you. Or like I said, they have injuries, and you can't ever predict that really.
Right.
So, all right. Speaking of injuries and speaking of just getting beat up, South Carolina gets destroyed at home against Vanderbilt. Shout out to Theo Vaughn. He gets a date with the quarterback's mom after that win. So I'm very proud of Theo for that. Hopefully that goes well. They go to Columbia to take on Missouri. Missouri's had trouble with defensively, but offensively they've been very good in this season so far. 11.5 point spread. That's a lot for the Tigers. What do you think?
I was thinking it's not enough.
Okay. You're big on Missouri here in this point.
I think they're giving South Carolina too much credit, don't you?
Yeah, I haven't heard. Is Sellers definitely out?
Well, that would be the thing.
I have not heard an update. I've heard it's 50-50.
Well, if he's out, they're going to cover this, I think, because they have no offense.
Yeah.
And Missouri's going to score.
Mm-hmm.
And Missouri's pretty good. They proved it to me. I thought they'd be flat after that Kansas game. They came out, and now Louisiana's awful, but they kicked up P1 out of them. So they're offensively, they're good.
Mm-hmm.
They're kind of a sleeper because their SEC schedule is not real tough. So they're going to win some games. This is a big one. I don't think South Carolina's very good. So I like Missouri to cover. I think I like him even if he plays. They didn't do anything against Virginia Tech. Virginia Tech is god awful.
Yeah, I think South Carolina is very, very average at best.
Well, this is a game that you got to go week to week. This is one we were really worried about when the season started, having to go to Columbia.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if things kind of stay the way they are, that's a game you got to go win.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but South Carolina beat Virginia Tech. What was it, 24-7?
Mm-hmm. No, it's 31. Didn't they get to? It was 31.
I don't know. They didn't score much.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, no, I can't remember either. It was one of the
24-7.
They shut them down, but they couldn't score. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Virginia Tech lost to Old Dominion and got drubbed last week. They're awful.
Mm-hmm.
I think Missouri covers. That's one of my better feels at this time, especially if Sellers doesn't play. And again, this line may be 11.5 because Vegas is not sure yet.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think Missouri. I think they do cover here at home. I think Missouri kind of reminds me of how I'm trying to think of a team recently. Kind of like a Lincoln Riley type Oklahoma team. I think they are going to score on everybody.
Yeah,
like their offense has been really good.
Yes.
I just don't know defensively what they're like, and that does worry me a little bit when you get to double digits. But if South Carolina doesn't have a quarterback, I think it could get out of hand.
I'm not sure they got one even when he does play.
So Lenore Sellers got a lot of hype, because they won a lot of games. But you watch them play, he was just kind of solid. He had a lot of really good players around him, and the defense won a lot of games for him. So
they got some breaks.
I don't think I like him, but I don't think he's like an elite quarterback.
You know, a guy that does a pretty good job at coaching Missouri.
He is, as much as people don't like him. Yeah.
He's weird, but I'm telling you, he's doing a job up there.
Yeah, he's done a good job. I can't argue that. I can't argue that at all.
Yeah.
All righty, let's go to Florida and Miami next. Oddly enough, College Game Day is here. I thought that was weird.
It is.
Especially with Florida losing 2 in a row, and really they lost to South Florida, and then Miami came out and destroyed South Florida. And then last week, Florida, I thought, stood toe-to-toe with LSU, but turned it over 5 times.
Well, their quarterback was awful.
He was awful. I'm going to tell you something, and I hope this doesn't come back to bite me. I think LSU is the most overrated team in the country.
Yeah, they're offensively, they're struggling.
I don't think they're that good. I don't think they've played anybody. And I know that's weird to say because they went to Clemson, who I don't think is very good.
No.
And then I don't think this Florida team is very good. So anyway, let's go on. What do you think here with this one? I mean,
isn't this weird, this line?
I think Miami dominates this game. But what do you think?
I do too. I don't understand this line at all. Do you?
Mm-hmm.
Florida's coming off a physical game in which their defense gave everything they had in that game. They got to be beat up. And then they got to go take on a Miami team that's playing really well, and it's 7.5. I'm all over this one. I don't get it. I really don't.
It feels like a trap.
Yeah, it does. It's fishy.
I don't know.
I don't either.
Because here's the deal. Even if Florida comes in and they play a clean game, the way Miami's looked, I think they're 7.5 better. So,
well, Florida's quarterback's got to play better, but that was bad.
Yeah. The other side of it is, okay, this is a situation. I know it's a huge rivalry game, but sometimes in these rivalry games, if one team's doing really well and one team's kind of beat up, the team that's doing really well kind of overlooks it a bit, and then you're kind of in a dogfight a little bit. With College Game Day being there, I think Miami's through the roof to play the game.
I think that's the worst thing ever happened to Florida.
I know. I just think they're just going to dominate them. I really like Miami to just kind of kill them.
I mean, these two teams are rivals, but they've only started playing each other the last 3 or 4 years. They never.
Yeah, but it's still a rivalry.
Oh yeah, they hate each other. I'm sure. Yeah. Everybody hates the Gators.
Let me ask you this. Let's say it goes how we think, right? And let's say Florida gets, let's say it's, let's say 35-17. Miami wins the game.
Yeah.
Do you think that's far-fetched, first of all?
No.
Okay. So let's say that happens. We've seen 2 coaches get fired already.
Yeah.
This would make Florida 1-3. What do you think? Do you think they could make a move now that that's kind of been set out there? Is okay, teams are making moves already.
Who's UCLA? Who's the other one?
Virginia Tech.
Oh, okay. They fire him?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. They had to. They had no choice.
I think if they get blown out of this game, I think Florida will fire him.
They got Texas next, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
What might they wait till after that? Maybe.
I mean, they could. Yeah, they could.
Because do you want that turmoil going into? Wonder what their schedule is.
I was say, when is their bye? Hold on, I'm going to pull.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at.
They doesn't have the.
Yeah, here we go.
The dates on there.
9/20. Yeah, it doesn't.
They have the. Hold on.
Why wouldn't they have the dates on that?
This is October 4th. They have a bye after this, so they have a bye, and then it's Texas. I think he's gone.
If they play bad and they have a bye,
I think he's gone.
I think he is too.
Yep.
That's a whole different dynamic if they've got a couple of weeks going into Texas. Yeah.
Yep. I think he's gone. So this will be interesting to see what happens.
Is Florida ever going to be good again? Historically, and I go way back. Until Spurrier got there, they had never been elite. They'd always been 8-4, 9-3, 7-5. Then he comes along, and then Urban Meyer got in there.
Mm-hmm.
They've been good since Urban, not great.
Mm-hmm.
How many coaches have they went through since Urban? 3? They had Mullen, and they got Napier. Didn't they have one in between Mullen and Napier?
They had, no, I don't think they had one. Mullen. They had, God, I can't remember. When was McElwain there?
Yeah, I think that was after Urban.
I can't remember. Was he the first one?
I think so.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Muschamp. That's the one I'm forgetting too.
That's the other one. They've had 4.
Yes. Thank you. Muschamp was the other one I could not remember.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they've had 4 coaches since Urban Meyer. What's that been? 12 years?
Yeah.
Maybe it's more than that. Okay. OU got beaten 08.
Yes.
But
He was still around 09. I'm thinking 15, it's been about
15 years, I say.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They've had 4 coaches at Florida in 15 years, and none of them have won.
Well, Mullen did okay.
Not good enough, though.
Well, when you compare Mullen to the other 3, he did good.
Well, yeah, but it's not what they are used to. And here's the reason. There's lots of reasons, but Georgia wasn't very good. When they were okay, they were 8-4, 9-3 type.
Yep.
Well, who's getting all the players? They are. Florida's not getting them.
Yeah.
And now Miami's got a recruiting guru down there.
Yeah.
And Florida State's bouncing back this year as well.
Yep.
And so it's players. You got to get them. They're not. And, the reason they rallied last year was the quarterback played well. And now he's not. And it's not. Yeah, if they stink it up, I believe you're absolutely right. We'll see another head coaching vacancy next week at this time.
Yep, I'm with you on that. So it'll be
interesting. We might anyway. Even if they play well, we might.
Yeah, and I don't know what the answer is. I don't think he's the answer. But I also know it's like you get in this coaching carousel. So sooner or later, you got to get it right or you become Nebraska.
Oh, I know
that's kind of what everybody says in this situation when it starts to happen.
Yeah, this will be coach number 5.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, let's keep going. Illinois and Indiana next in this one. This one could have been college game day as well. I kind of thought it would be. Both teams 3-0. Illinois played a little bit tougher schedule for sure. I think. How could you not? Indiana though here, and Indiana is a 5.5 point favorite. I was surprised when I saw that. What do you think about this game?
It shocked me too. I thought it'd be the other way.
Yeah.
Well, I thought it'd be about 3 in Illinois' favor.
Yeah.
So I'm with Illinois. I don't think Indiana hasn't proven anything. Illinois is one of those teams that ought to travel well on the road because they try to cram it down your throat. They're not a finesse team. Indiana is a finesse team. I just think Illinois is going to be too physical for them. They smashed Duke. I don't know how good Duke is, but not very good. But still, that's better than anybody Indiana's played.
Yeah.
I like the Illini in this one. I'm not even going to think about it too much.
I'm with you. I kind of think Illinois is just a little bit better team. We weren't really bought in on Indiana to begin the season, and this is their first chance to kind of prove us wrong there. This game, so I'm with you. I like Illinois in this game as well. Just not big on Indiana yet. Now, if Indiana was to win here,
it's a whole different story.
Then you start to say, okay, maybe they are a little bit better than what I thought they would be, but we'll see. Illinois looks pretty good so far.
I do.
This one. All right. Newly ranked Vanderbilt. They get Georgia State this week, 27.5 point favorite. I'm going to stay away from the game because, Vanderbilt's going to be a little flat. I think they get it done though.
Oh, I do too.
What do you think here?
Yeah, I like them. I'm with you. I don't know they cover that. They may be getting too much credit.
They probably are, but it's kind of a nice story.
Oh, it is. It's great. And the quarterback's good, and he's a gamer, and he's one of those dudes that he's a Baker Mayfield. That's what he is. Yeah. You can blow your mouth all you want as long as you back it up.
Yep.
And he does.
Yep.
I think we're overreacting. They beat Virginia Tech. Okay, they may be worse than UCLA. They are really bad.
Yeah.
But UCLA is probably worse.
Yeah.
And they beat South Carolina with no quarterback.
Now,
they did drub them. I'll give them credit for that. They didn't squeak by. They kicked the snot out of both of them, which is good. I think this is a big barometer for them a little bit. If they come out and beat them, say 49-6, they're damn good.
Yeah, I
And
think
I say that because that means they've got brains too. They've got, they're ready to play. They're not just a flash in the pan.
well, it kind of shows you it's like, hey, we expect you to go beat South Carolina. Not
That's
that
right.
big a deal. Now let's
Yeah.
go beat this team.
Yeah.
They're good signs of that for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm with you. I think Vanderbilt. I like to see them up here.
Well, I do too. Somebody different.
They get so much shit, and they're actually
Yep.
good. I like that.
Yep.
They were good last year too. So
Yes, they were.
all right, Southeast Louisiana takes on LSU this week. LSU 3-0. I called them the most overrated team in the country. I think they're a good team. I don't think they're the number 3 team. What do you think about LSU?
Yeah, they got to get the offense straightened out. They're struggling.
I don't understand why they're struggling.
Huh?
I don't understand why they're
I don't
struggling.
either.
It should be better than that.
Yeah, their defense is good though.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, the Vanderbilt coach, where's he going to go? Is he going to go to Florida?
I don't know. I don't know. Probably somewhere.
Yeah, that's the problem. When Vanderbilt gets good, they can't keep their coach. So
no.
So anyway,
All
yeah,
right.
I don't know about LSU. I don't feel sorry for them though. They've beat a couple pretty good teams, and so
they have. They definitely have. Yeah.
I thought Brian Kelly was hilarious. I don't know if you saw that first question they asked him. He went ape shit.
Yeah.
He don't care. He don't care.
He seems to hate LSU.
I don't think he's happy there. I don't think he's
he
real
seems to hate being there.
I think he thinks, oh my God, where have I fallen to? What kind of nuts are these people?
I know. It was funny. Yeah, we'll see what happens to them down the road. Again, I'm not sold on them, but look, they do have they're 3-0 and they look, even though I don't think Clemson's very good, it's still a good win.
It's still a win.
Beating Florida, I guess, is a good win.
They always struggle with Florida too. So
yeah. All right, let's go to the team that's a mystery. Texas, who's really, they've been bad 3 weeks in a row, honestly.
Mm-hmm. Offensively.
I think Ohio State is a good team, not a great team, and they made Texas look bad. And then the 2 weeks after, Texas hasn't looked good either. Mm-mm. They get another weak opponent here, Sam Houston. Sam Houston's off to a very disappointing start.
Yes, they are.
They have given up a lot of points, a lot.
Mm-hmm.
If Texas can't score on them, I'm starting to feel good about it. What do you think?
I am too. If we played them right now, we'd beat them.
I agree, but we don't.
There's no
that's
doubt.
why I'm worried.
Yeah, because they got a couple of games to get it straightened out.
Yeah.
I heard a lot of OU people saying, well, they're not going to Florida and win. Well, Florida's terrible.
Yeah.
I think they beat Florida, especially if Florida gets beat this week.
Yeah.
And they're in turmoil and all that. But they're obviously struggling. They're booing the poster boy of all time. And
yeah,
that's really funny to me. Finally, I've heard some people say, we were wondering why he wasn't playing. And now I think we know. Well, really, Sark is not stupid enough to play somebody that's better than the quarterback he's got out there.
And I kept saying that last year. I was like, I just feel like if Arch Manning was the real deal,
he would be playing.
And he was a lot better than Ewers. He would go out there and they'd win the national title. So obviously he's not,
No, and it's, it's terrible that his last name's what it is. And that's a whole lot of this stuff too. He's got immense pressure on him. He's struggling, but here's the thing I keep saying. This guy is in his 3rd year.
Yeah.
He is not a rookie like the guys in Michigan.
If he was a very good quarterback, he really would come in and it would be pretty seamless.
Well,
that's why you do this with a young quarterback. And now when he takes over, it's kind of seamless. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, I did not see a play of that game last week. I just was following the score.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't turn away from the Tennessee-Georgia game. I think it was on at the same time, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, I couldn't turn.
And why would you watch UTEP in Texas?
Exactly.
With all that going on. Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess we're trying to decide if we bet here 40.5 at your own risk. They should, but
well, listen, they have not covered back-to-back weeks. San Jose State and UTEP both went into Texas and covered.
Yeah.
this team's bad. This Sam Houston team is not very good.
They're bad.
So they might cover this week, but are they worse than UTEP? I'm not sure about that.
Well, I'm not either. But didn't you think after the Ohio State game, with the 3 games they had coming up, UTEP and who'd they play?
San Jose State and UTEP. Yeah.
Those 3 games, didn't you think he would come out and light it up? Yes. And everybody would be back on the bandwagon and say, well, that was just a tough test up at Ohio State, which it was.
Yes.
That was it's a tough place to play.
Yeah.
But I've seen other quarterbacks go in there and have some decent games. So, if you're a Heisman Trophy winner, you got to do that. So this is another chance for him to settle down, get some things right. Like I say, I've not seen a single play of the other 2 games. So I don't know what they're trying to do with him. I have no idea.
I watched him a lot against San Jose State because we were waiting to go to the Michigan game. We hadn't left the house yet. And it was like the only decent game that was even on. So I watched the whole first half. He looked awful.
Yeah.
Awful.
His passing statistics are terrible.
They're awful. Yeah.
So it'll be interesting. I think Sark's a good offensive coach. He'll figure some stuff out eventually. Their defense is good, though.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So they've got something to build around. I'm not crying for them, that's for sure. But
I'm with you. I think Sark. I think he'll figure things out.
Yeah, I do too.
I really do.
I wish we could play him right now.
I do too.
Yeah.
I keep thinking by October 11th they'll have it all ironed out.
Something figured out. Yeah. Or material be hurt.
Something will happen before October 11th where they'll be in good shape. But right now it's bad. I think Bedlow banking on the fact that Sam Houston's pretty bad. I could see Texas putting up a lot of points and covering, but I don't think we're going to get that Arch Manning. I just don't think we are. Here's another thing that's weird. When he filled in for Ewers last year, he looked really good playing the bad teams.
Yeah.
He threw the ball all over the field. So I do kind of agree. Let's see. Hold on. Not that one. Where are you, Kevin? 2 things can be true. He isn't as good as they said, but he isn't as bad as what he is right now. We've seen him be decent in games before. Last year, he looked a lot better. Now, he didn't when they brought him in against better teams, but when he had to fill in, he looked pretty good in those games. He hasn't looked like that.
Could he be hurt?
A lot of people are saying that too, maybe.
Yeah. He's got a sore shoulder or something.
That could be it. Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe Mateer does too. That's why he throws sidearm. I don't know.
Yeah. 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 This is interesting. Sark has now had the 2 highest rated QB recruits of all time, and neither of them have developed very much. Is it time to have a conversation about the reputation of Sark? Who is the other one you're talking about?
Ewers, I guess.
Was he one of the highest rated recruits of all time?
He didn't recruit him. He was at Ohio State.
Here's the deal. That kid isn't very good. I don't know how you could really.
Well, what he's saying is he was highly rated.
He shouldn't have been.
I know, but what Curtis is saying is he was highly rated. But I guess I see what you're saying too. He really wasn't that good.
That's crazy.
5 stars suck when you get right down to it.
Here's what I will say. Here's what I will say about this. Now, maybe let's talk about his evaluation, because first, okay, if Ewers was a 5-star, then I can't even imagine how, in what world. Watch the kid throw the ball. He throws lollipops. Like,
these
he doesn't have an arm.
Are just opinions of people.
Right, exactly. Now, Arch Manning, I see why he was the biggest recruit. His name's Manning.
Look at the pro quarterbacks right now.
Right, yeah.
Was Mahomes a 5-star? Hell
no.
There's no way. He wouldn't have been at Texas Tech if he was a 5-star.
Right. No.
Was Josh Allen a 5-star?
No.
He was at Wyoming, for God's sakes.
Yeah. Baker Mayfield walked on.
Mayfield, are you kidding? He was a walk-on.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Come on.
Well, and to Kevin's point here. He said, go look at Arch's top 5 QB class in his class. It's like Jackson Arnold's in it.
Yeah.
Which, that is what it is.
Yeah.
Arch was in it. Nico was in it.
Oh, there's another good one.
Malachi Nelson, who has never stepped on the field. And then Dante Moore. Now, Dante Moore's not. We'll see. But, he's at Oregon.
Oh,
we'll see on him. I mean, but it's not great. I sit here and look at the Arch situation, like, because everybody's saying it could be a shoulder, could be his throwing motion, could be this, could be that. I feel like if his name wasn't Arch Manning, nobody would even be analyzing it. They just said, we'll just move on to the next guy, right?
He's under intense pressure.
Yeah,
that he didn't ask for. No.
So
I'm going to cut him a little slack and get off his case. I just think it's funny that I was right.
Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I'm going to shut up because I can come back and eat my words in about 3 weeks.
Well, honestly, you look at this, and it's Nico is a disaster. Okay, Arch, he's not fully a disaster yet, but it feels like it's close. Jackson was a disaster, but he's starting to play a little better, at least.
Well, you might
Malachi Nelson, they're telling me now he's at UTEP. He went to Boise. He couldn't start. He was out at LSU or USC.
He was Lincoln got him, right?
He was supposed to be the next big one that Lincoln recruited. Yeah.
Okay.
And then Dante Moore, we're not quite sure on him yet. So
no.
Yeah. All right. We're going to find out. Listen, they're going to win. And then look, if they are quarterbackless going into Florida, there is a chance they could lose. You could lose anywhere if your quarterback isn't playing very well.
I'm going to say one more thing about these recruiting services.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of guys who are evaluating these people never played football in their life. They don't know shit.
True. Yeah.
They're just big mouth blowhards that they may have played football, but they weren't a quarterback.
Well, I'll say this. And look, I think Quinn Ewers had a pretty good career.
He did. He won a lot of games.
But I don't know how you could watch tape on the guy for more than about 5 minutes and see he doesn't have the arm to be a big-time quarterback.
No.
It's not like, he did great. He had a great record, and he made a lot of plays, and he was good in college. But I don't know how you watch him and say that he's like some kind of prodigy. He just didn't have the arm.
I don't either.
You watch him for 2 minutes in college and be like, yeah, he's good, but he doesn't have the arm strength.
These guys look at their size.
Yeah.
And here's another one. How in the hell was Spencer Rattler a 5-star?
I think with Spencer Rattler, he got recruited in like the 8th grade, right? And I think by Lincoln Riley, and I think after that, they just automatically said, oh, yeah. He's a 5-star guy. Yeah. But hey, Rattler is in the pros and playing better than I thought he was.
Which tells us how bad the pros are. But I took one look at him the first time, and you did too. I said, that guy, he doesn't look like a 5-star.
Well, you come out, you go, okay, we watched Mayfield, we watched Kyler, and we watched Hurts.
Mm-hmm.
And then they bring in Rattler, and everybody's saying, oh, this kid might be better than all of them. And then you watch him for 2 minutes, and you go, no, he's not that.
Well, remember the first day Caleb was there too, and we said, that kid's better than him.
Oh, the first time you saw Caleb play, you're like, well, he's a lot better than Rattler. Yeah.
Well, he looked the part. Let's put it that way.
Yes.
But you can't go by that. So
yeah. But the deal is, all of them are started that we just mentioned. They're all starters in the NFL.
They are.
Just at different levels, obviously.
Well, Spencer's a starter by default, but still.
He is, but and
he's not playing that bad.
I was getting ready to say he is much better than I thought. And not that he's playing great, but he's not bad.
He's not the reason they're not winning.
No, he's not. And honestly, he's kind of the reason they're hanging in the games.
I think he's playing really well. I got to give him credit.
I don't have anything bad to say about him.
Nope.
Now, did he play well at Oklahoma? Not really. No. COVID year, he was okay. The next year, he was rattled by the guy behind him. You can say anything you want. He got rattled.
Yeah.
So, all right. Last game, we got to get going. Last game, we got Michigan State at USC. USC ranked into the top 25 at number 25. Both teams 3-0. What do you think about this one here at USC?
I think it's interesting that USC is 3-0 and they're only number 25. How many times could you say that? You know,
they definitely have fallen. Yeah,
they have. And everyone's turned on Lincoln too. Nobody likes him, and
because he's it's one thing to be mean to the Oklahoma media. Nobody cares about that. But when you're mean to the national media, which is LA is a big part of the national media, this is what you get.
He's probably in the best situation he could be in right now. No one's expecting much out of him. They've been pretty impressive.
Yep.
They covered this one, and I think they're going to.
I do too.
They're playing pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
Their schedule's not horrible. They might win 9 or 10. I don't know. I've not seen them at all. So
I don't think Michigan State's very good. I think like 42-20 type of game.
Yeah, I think they cover.
Yeah, I do too. And I think if they don't cover, it's like 42-27, and that they get beat late, which could happen as well on the backdoor cover. Yeah. Yep. All right, that's it for college football. It may not be. Do you have any other?
Well, I'm going to have to go through these real quick since we spent an hour and 6 minutes. I had a bunch. I kind of like this kind of thinking about right now.
Okay.
I'm just throw out this one because I think this is a fascinating game. Arkansas at Memphis.
Yeah, I was hoping you'd mention this one. Okay.
Yes. It's 7.5 for Arkansas. That was a crusher that they lost last week.
Mm-hmm.
The Tigers are pointing. If Memphis wins this game and takes care of business, they're in the playoffs.
Yep.
There's no doubt.
I agree. Yep.
That would mean they beat Tulane. They would beat South Alabama. They beat Navy. I don't know if they play them all, but they might play one of them in the championship game, conference championship game. This is huge for them. This is the game they need to give them a shot to get into the playoffs.
Yep.
And they are good. If Arkansas is not ready, I think they get beat. And that point spread is 8.5 now, and it was 7.5 this morning. I think Arkansas wins. I think it's going to be tight.
I'm with you. I think Arkansas wins, Memphis covers. That's my thought.
By the way, I was impressed with Arkansas last week. Offensively.
I think they're going to be able to score enough to beat them.
I do too.
And I think that's the key. But is it going to be just like last week in a way where it's back and forth and maybe they can only win by 3 or 7?
That's what I'm thinking. I don't know if they can pull away from them.
Yep, I agree. Okay.
This is going to be a great game.
I agree.
So I like that one.
Okay.
Maryland goes to Wisconsin.
Yeah, I saw this one. Okay.
Now, Maryland hadn't played anybody.
No.
Wisconsin's smarting from that beat down against Alabama. They're 10.5. Can they beat them by more than that? I don't know. I'm going to look at that one a little bit.
Yeah, I want to pick Maryland. I don't trust them fully.
I do. I don't either.
But I don't trust Wisconsin either. So I don't know.
UNLV 3-0.
Yep. It's big.
They venture up to Miami of Ohio. They're only 1.5 point favorites. Give me the Rebels. Now it's up to 2.5. Dadgummit. That's going to go up through the week too, I think. So
I kind of think we might see a little bit of an upset there.
Yeah, maybe. Let's see. Most of these are irrelevant games. Stanford.
Okay.
I got them last week.
Yeah,
they not only covered, they beat Boston College.
Yes, I was surprised.
They go to Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
Virginia 15.5. I may have to look at the Cardinal a little bit here on this one.
I don't know. Man, they've been so bad, but that game they did play well and won. So
what's Virginia ever done to give you that kind of confidence?
Well, nothing. Yeah.
And then I got Bowling Green last week.
Yep.
Over Liberty. They go to Louisville.
Yep.
25.5 for Louisville.
Let's see. Isn't that a Friday game or is it? No, it's Saturday. No, it's Saturday. I'm sorry.
25.5. Louisville's not shown they're great on offense.
No, they haven't.
And Bowling Green's probably the best team in the MAC, but them or Toledo, which doesn't mean anything. So that one's kind of interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Another one, which is everybody's going to say, what is wrong with you? What are you, a nerd or what? Arkansas State.
Uh-huh.
Played a fantastic game last week against Iowa State and could have beat them.
Yep.
They go to Kennesaw State. Now, they will cover that if they're ready.
Yes.
If they're not, which they're not going to be, that could be a trouble, too.
I think it's a trap. I agree.
Yeah. And then another one I kind of like is Texas San Antonio, which is not very good, is a 4.5-point favorite at Colorado State.
Yeah, that is surprising. That is surprising. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Colorado State's pretty hard to beat in Fort Collins.
What are they in? Are they in the American? Where
they're in the Texas San Antonio was in the American. Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, right here. Yeah.
Yeah, 4.5.
And it's at night.
I'm all over that one.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the last one, real quick. Fresno State has really rebounded from that Kansas game. They've won 3 in a row.
Yeah.
This is really an interesting game. I don't think I got the guts to bet it. They're 2.5 against Hawaii. At Hawaii. And Hawaii's 3-1.
Hawaii's not very good.
I think Fresno wins. Got 2.5. I think they'd cover that.
I'm with you. I think Fresno wins that game.
But it's kind of iffy because sometimes you go out there and you don't play very good. So,
yeah.
But anyway, there's some interesting games this week.
Okay. Yeah, I agree. I agree. I thought a lot of these little games were interesting this week.
They really are. And you can catch some good ones.
I had one wrote down. Hold on. I had one wrote down. You may not have covered.
I may have skipped one here.
Let's see. Where is it? Oh, North Texas. North Texas.
Yes.
I want to look at them real quick. They're in CUSA, right?
They're on the road though.
Yeah. Where the hell are they? What conference? No, they're in what are they?
They're in Army. They're at Army.
Yeah, I know, but what conference is that? That
North Texas is in the American.
Yeah, here we go. So they're on the road at Army. North Texas, 3.5-point favorite. They dominated Washington State last week.
Right.
They're 3-0. Army's a weird team. They lost at home to Tallerton. Then they beat Kansas State.
Yeah.
I like North Texas in this game.
Do you?
Yeah, I do.
I'm a little bit it was 2.5 this morning.
Yeah, it's up to
3.5. It's all going to depend on can they control Army's option game.
Right.
Because Army can run the clock.
Right.
And then that really hurts North Texas because they got a great offense. That'd be the only thing.
I just kind of feel like offensively they could put up some points and it'll be pretty tough for them to – it'll be pretty tough for Army to beat them. Because I just don't feel like Army's got enough offense to hang with them.
Yeah.
So
they're just, if they can control that damn clock.
I know.
So we saw them do it at OU.
We did.
Damn near beat us when we made the playoffs that year.
Yes, I know.
Went to overtime. So,
but also if you get up on them 14-0, what are they?
Yeah, then they're in trouble. Absolutely.
Yeah. All right, let's go to our favorite time. It's the NFL, and we're going to go to Thursday night's game between a really, really, really good Miami Dolphins team taking on the Buffalo Bills. The Bills minus 11.5 here. A great Thursday night battle. What do you think?
If they don't cover this, I'll be shocked.
I would be too.
And by the
Speaking
way,
of fired coaches, Miami, will they be firing their coach?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a Thursday game.
Yeah.
You can get rid of him.
He's gone.
Buffalo wins big. He's gone after this game. That's my prediction on that one. All right, we're off to a very fun start, very cheery start. The Packers against a really fascinating and just really awesome Browns team. The Packers are 7.5-point favorites in this one. They've probably looked as good as anybody through 2 weeks.
No doubt.
Browns are the Browns. What do you think about this one?
Yeah. Well, they'll probably step up and play a great game.
I probably will.
Knowing them.
Yep.
Green Bay could be a little down.
Could be.
Those are 2 fantastic wins for them and dominating.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they dominated Detroit. Detroit came back and just beat the snot out of the Bears.
Yep.
And then Washington had been so tough the first week, and they look bad. Green Bay's defense is great. So because of that great defense, I'll go ahead and take them. But I think there's better stuff to bet.
Yeah, I think I'll take Green Bay in this game as well with the points. But yeah, I'm kind of with you. I mean, I could see Cleveland hanging in there for a little bit.
Yeah.
No doubt. All right, Colts are 2-0 a miracle win against Denver. They played really well in that game, but a miracle the fact that they missed the field goal, but Denver got a stupid penalty, and then they make the next one. Colts are 2-0. Now they go on the road, take on the Titans 0-2. I think this is a very interesting game. Colts are 3.5-point favorite here. What do you think?
Yeah, this could be a trap.
It feels like a trap.
They've been at home. They're 2-0. They got to win this game.
I thought even if they would have lost that game last week, I thought they played well.
Yeah.
I think
Houston is the favorite in their division.
Yep.
They're 0-2.
Yes. The Colts have got a shot.
And they may lose this week too.
Possible.
You got to win this game.
Yeah.
Colts, you got to win this game. I don't like that 3.5. Because I think it's going to be close. 20-17, 24-21. I don't like that half. So I'm staying away from it.
Give me the Colts.
Force the bet. I think they cover, but
I'm agreeing. Give me the Colts here. I do think they're going to cover. All right. Bengals on the road this week, taking on the Vikings. This is a battle of attrition at this point. Jake Browning will be starting for the Bengals, who are 2-0. They were able to pull that game out last week, even though Burrow got hurt. Vikings without McCarthy. They put Carson Wentz in here now. McCarthy's going to be out 2 to 4 weeks, I heard. He didn't look very good at all in the game anyway. Minnesota at home is a 3.5-point favorite. This is a very tough game to predict. I'm staying away.
Oh, I'm staying totally away from it, but I think that line's ridiculous because we don't know either one of them. And I don't like Minnesota at 3.5 with wins.
I don't either. I couldn't bet them, but I can't get myself to bet.
I thought Browning looked better than him, is what I'm saying. Yeah. And I think the line ought to be 1.5.
I agree. I can't.
But it may come down.
I can't get a read on this one at all.
No, stay away from it.
All right, Steelers and the Patriots coming up here next. Everybody told me stay away from the Steelers. It's a trap, totally, and guess what? It was a trap for sure. Now they're a 1.5-point favorite on the road here against the Patriots. This is a bad game. The Patriots, they did win, but boy, they didn't look very good.
No.
I kind of feel like the Pittsburgh Steelers win this one. What do you think?
They burned me last week. They ain't burning me this way. I'm staying totally. These are the games I stay totally away from.
Yeah, I wouldn't bet this either because here's the deal. I don't think New England's very good. They struggled to beat the Dolphins. They did win, so good on them. Week 1, they got beat by the Raiders. The Raiders did not look good Monday night. I would have to bet Pittsburgh if I was going to bet the game, but I'm staying away from this one too.
I don't like Pittsburgh's defense.
It's been bad.
It's been bad, and that's not like them.
All right, this is a great game here.
Yes.
We've had some bad ones. Here's a good one. Rams and the Eagles, both teams 2-0. Rams were pretty darn impressive last week. They covered at Tennessee. The Eagles went to Kansas City and got the job done. Big win for them. Eagles are 3.5-point favorites. I like the fact that it's the second week in a row the Rams are traveling to the Eastern time zone. I guess Nashville's central, but it's the second time they're traveling east here. Philly at home. They're coming off a big win. That's the only thing. Will they be fully ready for this one? What do you think?
Can they get back up? That was a huge win for them.
Yeah.
If I'm going to bet it, I'm betting them because I don't like the Rams offense.
I'm with you on that. I like the Eagles in this game, but I am worried a bit that they might not be quite up for it, but at home. And like I said, the Rams having to travel back again. I think that's the tough chore. So I'm going to go Eagles as well.
By the way, have you noticed on the tush push, they're getting a lot of false starts and they're not calling them?
Yep.
Look for that to be called this week.
That was a major talking point after the Chiefs game.
And it should have been.
There were twice at least that they had a false start. Yeah, for sure. For sure. So we'll see what happens there on that. They're probably, like I said, they're probably going to start calling.
Oh, we're going to get a penalty. There's no question.
Yes,
absolutely. They better be perfect on this time because they're going to get a penalty.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, Jets and the Bucks. Boy, what a win for the Bucks, man. As a great win. Baker Mayfield clutch 2 weeks in a row. He's had to make a game-winning drive and to get a touchdown, and they did it both times. They finally get home, and that'll help, I think, after 2 tough road games in a row. Can't slip up. That's the thing. Take on the 0-2 Jets. They're not very good. It's a weird line, though. Only 6.5.
Yeah, it is. The Jets have scored a little bit. This is a scary one because they're going to struggle to get up. They're not great. They play their ass off, though.
Yeah,
they've taken on his personality. They're so together as a team.
Yeah,
love to watch them. I do, and because that running back,
Bucky Irving, yeah, he's super good.
What a stud he is.
Yeah.
I'm going to take the Jets at the points, but Tampa to win because I don't think Tampa can beat anybody by 6.5.
Yeah, I think if Tampa plays well, I do actually think they will cover, but I'm a little scared to bet them. I don't want to bet the Jets. That's 1,000%.
No, I'm not going to bet, but I would take the Jets on the points simply because I know how Tampa struggles and they can do the dumbest things too.
Yes,
but like miss a field goal. But this is the games they have to win because their schedule gets a lot tougher in the coming weeks. And they went to Houston and got a win. That was an iffy one. That was one of those, toss-up games you got to win. If you're going to win the division, you got to win those. They went to Atlanta and won. Now they got to protect home and beat the Jets. They have to.
Yep, always a game you're nervous as an NFL fan. You win those 2 on the road, you just get nervous. Don't give one back now.
That's right.
So, all right, Raiders and Commanders next. It's Commanders 3.5-point favorite. I'm not sure quarterback-wise what's going to happen here with the Commanders either.
That's right.
I don't think he's officially out, but I don't know if he's going to play either.
That's true. So you got to stay away from it till you find out.
You have to kind of stay away from it. I was disappointed. I didn't think the Raiders would win, but I thought they'd play a little bit better Monday night against the Chargers. However, the Chargers might just be really good, right? So what do you think here in this game?
Staying away from it because I don't know what the quarterback situation is.
Yeah.
I think if he plays, they cover if he's healthy enough to. I thought they looked awful, though. Whatever night that was, Thursday night. That was terrible.
Yeah, they weren't good. They were not good in that game.
No,
not in any way, shape, or form.
No.
Okay, going to stay away here on that one. Let's go to the Falcons, who I thought played very well. They go on the road, take on the Panthers, who kind of sort of woke up late, but still not very good. What do you think is going to happen here with Carolina and Atlanta?
I'm going to take the Panthers and the points.
Yeah, I could see it. I think they're a team that'll like getting back home. Divisional game.
Yep.
I think I'm with you there. I think I would take the Panthers and
I think Atlanta wins, but I'm taking the Panthers and the points.
Okay. All right. We'll keep going here. I think this is a must-win game for the Texans. Texans go on the road, take on the Jags. Texans are 0-2. Jags 1-1. Texans have been close in both games. You could have said, hey, man, they should have won them, but they didn't. What do you think about this one?
I like Jacksonville to beat them. I don't like Houston's offense.
Well, I'm going to go with Houston one more time.
All right.
I went with the Texans here. I think they get it done. I just can't see them going 0-3, and I don't like the Jags very well. I don't think they're very good. So give me the Texans in this one. All right, we go to the afternoon window. The Broncos and the Chargers are next. It's the Chargers, a 2.5-point favorite against the Broncos. I know it feels like a trap. I saw your face. You're like, how are they only 2.5? I like the Chargers a lot here, but are we getting sucked in?
No.
I don't either. I think the Chargers are better.
I think they're as impressive as anybody.
I do too. I like them a lot in this game.
They're just doing the things you're supposed to do to win the games.
Yep.
They're not flashy.
Nope.
And I'm all over it. Of course, I was all over Pittsburgh last week too. So I don't think Denver's as good as people say they are. I think Bo Nix may have a little sophomore slump. Although I'm not against him, but I just love the way the Chargers are playing.
Yeah.
Coming home doesn't mean much because Denver will have more fans than they would do probably.
I know.
But I like them a lot. I don't understand that line. I thought it'd be 4.5, 5.
Such a massive game for the Chargers too. If they could get this one and get to 3-0, man, they got to be feeling really good. But
you betcha, because then Denver would be 1-2, and the best the Chiefs can be is 1-2.
Yeah, and the Raiders, if Daniels plays, they're probably going to be 1-2. So yeah,
that's right.
Be huge.
Yep.
All right, Saints and Seahawks next. The Seahawks 7.5-point favorites here at home. Saints have played decent. 2 games on the road though. 2 games at home. Now they go on the road. Mm-hmm. What do you think about this?
It's a lot of points.
It's a lot of points. Yeah.
Boy, I don't know what to do with this one. I don't like the Saints.
I don't either.
7.5. It's a lot.
I kind of think they're going to dominate them, though.
They might. I don't know. I'm staying away from it because I'm not sold enough on Seattle to bet 7.5.
Well, that makes sense.
But I can't take the Saints either. So.
Yeah, Pedlo here to get his flowers. We bragged on you just a minute ago. We're talking about Pittsburgh. Yeah, the Seattle cover last week easily in that game. Not just cover, but outright winner. Yeah, I don't like the Saints here. I got to take the Seahawks in this one. I can't do it. Okay, now we get to an interesting game. The Cowboys.
Yeah.
The Cowboys win in a game. It kind of felt like they lost, but it was kind of a nice win also because it felt like a miracle that they won.
Yeah.
Beat the Giants in overtime in a game neither team wanted to win. Now they take on the Bears, and the Bears are disgusting.
They are.
I went Dallas, but I don't feel good about it.
Well, if they got any class about them at all, or gumption or whatever, guts, whatever you want to say.
But they don't. We know they
don't. It took a 64-yard field goal to get that game into overtime.
Mm-hmm.
They escaped. They've been given a break, is what they've been given. They could easily be 0-2 and lost to the Giants at home. And their season's over, or it's in bad shape.
Mm-hmm.
If they don't take that and run with it, and I'm with you, they won't.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't take the Bears.
Mm-hmm.
What have they done to show you any?
Yeah.
I mean, they should have won the first week, but they blew it, and they got killed last week. I got to take the Cowboys, but I'm not thrilled about it.
Yeah, so Pedlo's kind of saying maybe this is the weird line. The only thing is the weird line of the week, kind of like the Steelers, Seahawks. I don't know that it's that weird because I could see why the Bears are favored.
Well, the Cowboys were lucky to beat the Giants at home. And that's what it is.
And I think that's what it is. And I also think you see it, it's like, boy, oh boy. The Cowboys I hate the Cowboys.
Well, they're unbettable.
Yeah, they really are.
Let's say this. What if they play like they did in Philly week 1? Don't they win?
Yeah.
They played really good.
Yeah.
Of course, they ran the ball pretty well, and Philly didn't have their spitter.
Right. That was part of it. Yeah.
Yeah. And he was back last week. And by the way, he's pretty good. So
yeah, he is pretty good. Yeah.
He's not bad. So yeah, this line is weird. So
okay. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know about this game. I really don't.
Well, if Dallas is going to do anything, they got to win this game.
All right, let's go to the next one here.
You're on the Cardinals more than me, so
this is such a sneaky game because San Francisco has a bunch of injuries.
Yes, they do.
Both teams are 2-0. The 49ers are only a 1.5-point favorite.
That's weird.
To me, this feels like the trap game, Pedlo. Take the 49ers,
Isn't Purdy iffy?
Yeah, I don't think he's going to play.
Well, that's probably why it's 1.5.
Cardinals. I'm taking the Cardinals.
I couldn't bet the Cardinals if they were playing UCLA.
I could bet them then.
I just can't. They screw me every week. So
fair enough. For sure.
I never know what they're going to do.
I'm going to take.
They're 2-0, but I don't really think they've been that good. But
anyway. They've been awful. They were 2-0. They were all out to beat the Saints, and then they were almost blew the game against Carolina last week.
Yeah.
So they've been pathetic.
Yeah.
I think they're going to win. Give me the Cardinals. After all that. All right.
Okay. You're saving the best for last.
I know. Yeah. Well, here we go. Chiefs and the Giants. Can you imagine being a Giants fan?
No.
I mean,
Having never been a Giants fan, no.
Can you imagine? I mean, you went down there, you got almost 500 yards of passing from Russell Wilson somehow, some way, and they still lost the game. Now they get to host Kansas City, who desperately needs a win. I just can't see how this is going to go well for the Giants.
I can't either. But the Chiefs have got offensive problems, there's no doubt.
Imagine this. You let go of Saquon, he wins a Super Bowl. You run Daniel Jones out of town, and it's very early, but he's 2-0, and he looks pretty good.
Yeah.
A Giants fan is just, they got to just be sick.
Is the Chiefs' luck turning the other way?
Well, let's face it. They were due to lose a lot of one-score games.
That's right.
So
last year they got all the calls.
Yep.
This year, two pretty obvious false starts on the tush push. They didn't get the calls.
Yep.
Kelsey usually catches that pass.
Yep.
Because that's not what I'm getting at. What I'm getting at is it bounced right in that other guy's hands.
Yep.
It could have hit the ground.
Could have. Yep.
That was a touchdown that would have put him ahead late.
Yep. Instead,
it turns into a 2-score game for Philly.
Mm-hmm.
And if the ball just hits the ground, they might have had another shot to score. So that's kind of luck, that it just, boom, it just bounced right to that guy. Yes. And then he had an open sideline to run down on top of that. So I think we're seeing a little bit of a turn here.
You're making a lot of true statements, no doubt.
Yep. And their offensive line is terrible.
It's bad.
And Mahomes, everybody's on him a little bit this week. It's early in the week. I don't know anybody that's a big-time Chiefs fan anyway.
Yeah.
He's not playing. He missed some receivers, but the guy has no time to do anything. He gets the ball, they're all over him.
Correct. Yeah.
And they can't run the ball. Can you imagine what's going to happen around here if they lose this game?
I can't wait.
Are you confident betting them 5.5? I'm not.
I'm not confident betting the Chiefs with the spread. I do think they're going to win.
I think they will too. They got the Ravens next week.
I know. Oh, if they lose this one, it's full out panic. Yeah.
Yes, it is.
I would give anything, but I don't think it's going to happen.
I think they'll win.
Yeah.
I think 3 or 4 weeks from now, we'll have forgotten these first 2 games.
No,
I'm not ready to write them off yet.
I'm not ready to say what you just said either. I think they're a little bit above average team.
Is it going to get to the point where there's some dissension?
Yeah. It happens to all teams like this.
It does.
Happens. Yeah.
Mahomes is saying absolutely the right things, just like he always does.
Yeah.
Sure. Did I see something about where Kelsey went off on some teammate on the sidelines?
I don't think
I saw something.
I didn't see
that.
But
I haven't heard anything about it, so I don't think it was real.
Yeah. I don't think so either. If that happened, I don't know anything about it. Yeah. Okay, let's go to the final one. The Lions and the Ravens next year. It's the Ravens -4.5 in this spot at home, where the Lions looked a lot better week 2. Baltimore took care of business against Cleveland. They really should be 2-0.
Mm-hmm.
This is a hell of a game.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think happens?
I think Baltimore's better.
I think
Can
Baltimore
you take them
wins.
before? Huh?
I think Baltimore wins, Lions cover.
I do too.
Okay.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
But I won't be surprised if the Lions win either. So
I just feel like as bad as the Lions played the first road game, I think they're going to play better here.
They will.
Yeah.
Baltimore just has a way of you talk about a tough team to bet. They're really tough.
They're a very tough team to bet. Yeah.
Because they're good enough to beat anybody.
So, well, like Rob says, he says Ravens win easy. They are good enough to win. I mean, easy being by more than the spread, let's say.
Yeah.
Like that's, but I also have seen them in situations where they should have done that and they don't do it. Like they find a way to make it a 3-point game, instead of 10 or 15.
Well, I'm going to say this: if they win easily, I think we can start saying the Lions aren't very good. Is
If
that
they
a
win
fair
easy, I would
statement?
agree. Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
because
if
they
you're a
got
good
blown.
team, you
They would
have
have
to.
gotten blown out in Green Bay and
Right.
blown out here.
Yeah.
And if you're an elite team, you don't do that.
You don't
right?
get blown out. You could lose, but you
Yeah,
don't
you
get
could
blown out.
lose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be an interesting game. I think it's a fun game. Really, two really good teams with two good talented teams. So, yeah, I think it'll be fun. Be very very fun. All right, that's it. You got anything else?
I don't have anything else.
Okay, well, easy enough.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you something. Ryan Stillman wanted me to ask this question. Well, and then we'll get off the air.
Okay.
You're a highly rated quarterback coming out of college, right? You're going to be one of the top picks. Okay.
Yeah.
Where's the absolute worst franchise you could go?
Oh God.
Because we were talking about, the Cardinals or the Bears or the Browns or who is it? What's the
Well,
worst?
the Browns obviously is the choice.
I think they have to be number one, right?
I would think they would have to be number one. I think Carolina would be a close second.
Yeah, Pedla says Carolina. Yes.
Yeah, because they just don't have anything really going for them.
Well, and you look at Sam Darnold. Now he's off starting somewhere. Baker Mayfield, they didn't have him for that long, but he looked dead.
Well, he was terrible there.
Yeah. Browns, obviously, you said that for Mayfield and a bunch of other Bears seem to ruin guys.
Bears, yeah.
My pick would be the Browns, but
well, it's got to be.
Yeah, the other comments make sense. Yeah.
Yeah, Carolina just seems to be one of those teams that's boring.
Yeah.
And they just don't have any pizzazz about them.
But it wasn't all that long ago. They had a guy named Cam Newton, and he had success. And so it's not a long line. No, I mean, it is a long line, but they have had
really good there for a couple of years.
Yeah. Who was the guy? Didn't they have somebody before Cam Newton that wasn't too bad either? And I am blanking on who that might be, but it seems like they were good before he got there for a year or two too.
Yeah, they had 3 or 4 year run there where they weren't bad.
Yeah. What about Jacksonville? Derek Anderson. Yeah. Thank you. What about Jacksonville?
That's another one.
Not good.
It's not good.
Not good.
I wouldn't want to go. Did you say the Jets?
I did not say the Jets, but that'd be a good one. Yep.
They can't seem to get out of their own way.
Jacksonville had Mark Brunell. He was pretty good. I'm just trying to remember any quarterbacks under these.
He had 1 year where they made the playoffs, I think.
Yeah, Mark Brunell was a quarterback.
Okay.
Yep.
That's a bad place too, because you got Tampa Bay in that state.
Yep.
And you got Miami.
Yep.
And the Dolphins are always going to have fans
because
of their history. And Tampa's, won a Super Bowl recently, and they've had Brady, and now they got Baker, and they've won. They've got a good tradition.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to play in Atlanta. I don't know why, but
yeah, I mean, I think they're a lot worse than there, though.
Yeah,
they've had some good teams.
I think the Browns and Carolina's my top 2 picks.
Be hard to argue. What about the Cardinals?
Oh God, I would hate to play there.
Yeah, I think they're the second tier of bad, but I think they're bad.
Oh, it's bad. That's just it's never been a good franchise. When it was in St. Louis, it was awful.
Yep.
I mean, they had a couple of years, they weren't bad, but they don't know how to win.
Yeah. And I think Rob's right. When you get the right hire, you can get it turned around. Like the Saints would have been one, and now they had Breeze, and they had a good coaching, and now you kind of look at it after Sean Payton's left, it's went right back down.
Well, they haven't had a quarterback.
Yeah, exactly.
Look at Denver.
Yeah, exactly.
Denver had Elway for so long. Well, they were damn good every year.
Yep.
And they've not had another Elway. They had Peyton when he willed them to the Super Bowl that year.
Yep.
He wasn't what he was.
No,
and
but
look at Indy.
Yeah. Yeah. Without Peyton, they haven't been much.
Well, they had luck.
Well, they did have luck. That's true. See, that's why you couldn't count Indianapolis in the discussion or Denver because there are pockets where they've been fine. You know? So it's just you got to look at those.
You got to have that quarterback. You have to.
Yep.
And I'm guaranteeing you, without Mahomes, even as good as the Chiefs have been, they would not have been anywhere near what they did.
Oh, no.
He's the difference.
Yep, for sure.
They are an injury to him away from being really bad.
Yes, 1,000%. Yes.
Yeah.
You can say that about a lot of teams, though. That's
no doubt about it.
Okay, that's going to do it for it, guys. Thanks, everybody, for watching us. We'll be back next week covering more of this. Good luck to everybody. If you're going out to games this weekend, hope your teams win. Talking about you and me mostly, but other people as well, Pedlo and everybody else. But, yeah, look, I know Manlow was at the Colts game last week, so he got to see a nice win. He was at Ole Miss when they played Kentucky. That was a good win as well. So, yeah, good luck to everybody and your teams this weekend. Good luck with your bets as well. We'll be back next week. Until then, everybody have a good rest of your week and on to the weekend.